Hello and welcome to my meditation. My name is Debra Baker. And I'm so glad that you've joined us for this little while. I've been asking my guides, what are we going to do tonight? What are we going to meditate on, or today, or this morning, or whatever time it is for you? And what I got was where I'm going to channel a being or a group of beings who are going to tell us about letting go, meaning letting go at the very last moments of our human experience and moving into the infinite. And what a peaceful, wonderful, relaxing, freeing thing that it is, time that it is. So let's get started. To prepare for meditation, let's begin with 3 nice, really deep breaths. First breathing into your chest. Feeling your rib cage expand, holding it for as long as you like, and then releasing it. And now breathe into your entire rib cage, front and back, and feel the skin stretch in your front and your back. Your lungs expand, and just hold it for as long as is comfortable. And then release it when you're ready. And now take the deepest breath you've taken all day. Breathing into your chest and all the way down into your belly. Fill up your belly. Feel your belly expand. Feel all of your lungs expand. By all of your lungs, I mean all the lobes of your lungs. And hold it for as long as you'd like, and then release it very slowly. And notice your breathing has begun to slow down. Your heart rate is slowing down whether you realize it or not, and your brain is already shifting to the brain wave of meditation. So we're going to relax our bodies, because I think if we tense our bodies and then relax them, they relax better. So let's press our feet and our shins and our knees and our legs together. Just press it in for as long as you want. Take a breath and then squeeze, 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 and then let it go when you're ready. And now your pelvis in your midsection, so pull up your pelvic floor, tighten your glutes, pull in your lower torso, imagine like squeezing your hips in, pull in your belly, your sides, your back. Take a breath, squeeze it in, squeeze, 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 tighten your glutes, and then let it go. Now we're going to do the top part of our torso in 2 steps that includes our hands and our arms. So put your hands into fists and bring them up to your shoulders. Pull your shoulders forward and imagine like you're hugging the front part of your body. So you're stretching your back out and you're hugging your front, your rib cage, your chest. Take a breath and squeeze it in until you're finished. And when you're ready, let it go. Also squeeze your arms at that time. And now keep your hands at your shoulders. Pull your shoulder blades together. Expand your chest. Tense your arms up. Squeeze your arms to your sides. Take a breath. Squeeze it all together. And when you're ready, let it go. Now my favorite one, Daisy has joined us, my dog, so if you hear her with her tags or her, shaking, that's just her wanting to join us. So pull your shoulders up to your ears, tuck your chin gently, pull all of your muscles of your face to your skull, all your muscles all the way in your skull. Squeeze your neck with your shoulders. And take a breath and then squeeze it all together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Ah, that feels so good. And then let it go. Feel your shoulders sink down, your neck get a little longer. Maybe nod your head and shake your head yes and shake your head no, and just kind of loosen up your neck. And notice how good that feels. Okay, let's settle in. Make sure that you're comfortable, your body's completely supported, and just let go. So I feel like I've got a loved one here, loved one of us, who wants to describe what it's like to let go of the human and return to the infinite, return to the oneness. And so imagine often at the end of someone's life there's a bit of struggle. You know, the best times I would think was when someone lets go during their sleep. But usually there's, you know, some struggle because we're not sure what comes next, even if we're not afraid. And I have been talking to dead people for 35 years, and all they have to tell me is there's nothing to be afraid of. So this is my dad. And I said, Dad, what was it like? And he said, oh, doll, I wish I could explain, wish I could tell you how wonderful it was to let go. I didn't want to leave you guys, and I didn't want to let go. But it was immediately peaceful. So imagine that you are resting and you are feeling that sense of immediate peace, because we can feel it without leaving our bodies. We can feel it without moving on to the next world or returning home, or however you like to think of it. So just let go. And sink in. And I'll let him talk some more. He said it was so effortless. It was so peaceful. And it was so joyful. Seeing people I hadn't seen in so long. Some of them I hadn't seen since I was a child. Some of them I hadn't seen since prior lives. But somehow I recognized them all. And it felt like the most wonderful homecoming. The most wonderful celebration of reunion. So let's imagine all of those beings that we reunite with when we let go of these human experiences. They're all around us right now. So let's settle in and imagine that we can feel them. We can feel their love, and we can feel their support. And the people that we may have been at odds with for one reason or another don't carry any of that angst, and neither do we. And so they love us purely and unconditionally, often in ways that they were unable to in the human form. So my dad said, oh, your mother. And I feel this wave of emotion because they had such a tumultuous relationship. And she had been gone for 22 years when he passed. And so to know that they love us. They're so glad to be with us. They're so glad to support us. And so right now, I invite you to feel that love and support. Feel that lack of angst. Anything that you might have thought that they were holding against you or that you were holding against them just dissolves. We often talk in our human lives about forgiveness work and things we need to do to forgive someone. And when we let go of these human minds with their quirks and their conditions and their priorities and their beliefs, when we let go of all that and see one another as pure individual souls, individual and yet one, we realize that all of those things are so temporary. That's not to say that if you know someone whose behavior you want to be cautious around, this is not to say not to protect yourself. Just to know that at the end of it, at the end of this lifetime, it's not going to matter. So maybe we can let it matter a little less right now. And think about anyone who has hurt us or anyone we have hurt, and just send them unconditional love. And if you can't bring yourself to do that, ask your spirit guides and guardian angels to send them love for you on your behalf. And the other message that my dad wants to say is there was so much love, Deb. There was so much love that I didn't see, that I didn't know was there. There were so many people who loved me that I didn't realize. So many people cared about me, so many more than I realized that I could see. And so often we get caught up in our day-to-day lives and we don't see all the love that's there for us. I remember seeing the parents of some of my childhood friends and realizing how much they cared about me. It never even occurred to me until I became an adult and I started caring about my children's friends and loving them like my own. There's so much love we give, so much love that comes back to us multiplied. And the way to find more love in your life is to be around more people. Give people a chance to know you, and they will love you. And you don't have to surrender yourself in order to be loved. We're called to be ourselves, and the love naturally flows to us. So imagine without the angst, without the concerns of a human life, how much more we would be able to love. And that is what all of our loved ones who have passed away are able to do. Love us even more. So I invite you to look around and see signs. Cardinals, pennies, times of the day, all sorts of things. The last 4 digits of your phone number when you were growing up, your address. Numbers show up a lot when we look for them, or sounds, or songs, or fragrances, or aromas. All of those things, they send to us to make us aware that they are around us and they love us. And they love us even more than they were able to when they were on this earth. Just like they are loving you right now. So I invite you to open your heart and just take it in. And then take in a little more. And take in a little more. And it seems that when we feel the love that is being poured into us from around us, from every direction, from the infinite, from God, from the angels and saints, the spirit guides, when we feel all that love pouring in, it's easier to love ourselves. And it's easier to see that we truly are whole and perfect, exactly as we are. So I invite you to embrace some of that peace, some of that joy, some of that infinite, unconditional love that awaits you when you let go of your human experience. It is around you right now. And you can allow more of that into your human experience right here, right now. So let me remind you that you are loved exactly as you are. You are whole and perfect exactly as you are. There's no lack. There's nothing that you need to say or do to be more perfect, to be more loved. You are already forgiven for anything you're holding yourself accountable for, and you can forgive those who have hurt you. Just call it by calling on the infinite to guide you, to lead you. So thank you again for joining us. The one presence and the one power moving in, through, and as me honors and recognizes the one presence and the one power moving in, through, and as you. Namaste. Have a wonderful week.